morning, viewers at home. This is Mathematics with Dr.O.J. In this video, we shall study the factor formula. The factor formula. Please don't forget to subscribe to my video channel by clicking the subscribe button below the video and the notification bell so that each time I upload new video, be duly notified. Thank you. Now, in this video, we want to express the addition of sines and cosines in form of the product of sines and cosine respectively. Now, we recall, let's start from our previous knowledge of multiple and submultiple angle formula, as well as the addition formula. We know that sine, recall sine A plus B is equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So let's call that equation 1. Then sine A minus B is equal to sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Let's call that one 2. Okay, so adding 2 and 1, adding 1 and 2 gives, that is, by the time we had 1 and 2, we have sine A plus B, you have the left to the left, plus sine A minus B will be equal to the right to the right, sine A cos B, plus cos A sine B, you're adding, don't forget, plus sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. So obviously this will cancel this out. So we have sine A plus B plus sine A minus B is equal to 2 sine A cos B. So we call that one equation 3. Okay, now let's subtract 2 from 1. Subtract equation 2 from 1. So by the time we subtract equation 2 from 1, what do we have? That is, we want to subtract 2 from 1. Okay, so we're going to have what? We're going to have sine A plus B minus sine A minus B will be equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B minus sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. We are subtracting, so that will change. The sign of that will change. Okay, so with that, we're going to have sine A plus B minus sine A minus B will now be equal to, now sine A cos B will cancel minus sine A cos B. So we're going to have what? 2 cos A sine B. So we can call this equation 4. Okay, now let's look at the addition of cosine. That is addition formula for cosine. Now, cos A plus B, we recall is equal to what? Cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. So let's call this one equation what? 5. Okay, and cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sine A sine B. So we call this one equation what? 6. Okay, adding 5 and 6 together, adding 5 and 6 gives cos A plus B plus cos A minus B will now be equal to, you are adding. This will cancel this out. So we have 2 cos A cos B. So let's call this one equation 7. Okay? Now, subtract again, just like we did for sine. Subtract equation 6 from 5. Okay, by the time we subtract equation 6 from 5, what do we have? Let's look at that. We're going to have cos A plus B minus cos A minus B will now be equal to, this will cancel this out. Minus sine A sine B will cancel plus sine A sine B. So we're going to have what? 2 cos A cos B. Okay, that is no. That's a mistake here. We know we are subtracting. Sorry. Because by the time you introduce minus sign, this will be minus, this will be minus. So that will be minus. This will cancel this out. Minus 2 sine A sine B. That's, I'm sorry there. I'm sorry. So that can be equation 8. Okay. Now let's, so, or if A plus B is equals to C and A minus B is equals to D. Suppose A plus B is equals to C and A minus B is equals to D. So from here, we're going to have the value of A and B. That is A plus B equals C, A minus B equals D. So we had the two. We're going to have what? 2A is equals to C plus D. So from here, A will be what? C plus D all over 2. That is by the time you divide both sides by 2. What I did there is just, I assume that these are simultaneous equation. Let's call this one equation asterisk, asterisk. So by the time you add them together, this will be 2A, this will cancel out, and you have C plus D. So A will now be C plus D all over 2. So suppose we subtract one from the other. Okay? By subtracting one from the other, we have what? A plus B is equals to C. Equation what? Star. Then minus A plus B is equals to minus D. Equation, can call this one equation star. Okay? So this will cancel this out. So you have 2B is equals to C minus D. So B here will be C minus D all over 2. Okay? That is the new equations. Okay, now going back to equation 3 and equation 4. Going back to equation 3 and equation 4, you know, we can say that sine A plus B plus sine A minus B, you know, we have it as what? In equation 3, let's go back to our equation 3. We have it as what? 2 sine A cos B. Now by substitution, if you substitute the value of A and B as regards A plus B is equals to C. By substitution, we have, so what do we have? By substitution, we have, now wherever you see A plus B, just put what? C there. Wherever you see A minus B, just put a D there. So we have what? Sine, A plus B now C plus sine A minus B now is D is equal to 2. And now sine A from what we got was what? C, that is sine half into C plus D. So that's what we get for it's A. Now cos half into, now B is what? C minus D. Okay, so we can call this one equation what? I think we have gotten equation 8 before. We'll stop at equation 8. Let's call this one equation 9. Okay, so likewise in equation 4, sine A plus B minus sine A minus B gave us what? I think what we get for equation 4 gave us 2 cos A sine B. Okay, now that by the time you substitute as well, we have sine A plus B is C minus sine A minus B is D is equals to 2 cos, our A is half into what? C plus D. Then sine our B is equals to what? Is half into C minus D. Okay, now with that, we have gotten another equation. We can call equation what? We can call this one equation 10. Let's call this one equation 10. Now, for the version of cosine now, for cosine version, for cosine, we have cos A plus, I think we use this, cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. That's according to equation 7. What do you have in equation 7? That gave us what? 2 cos A cos B. That's what we have in equation 7. So by substitution as well, by substitution we have what? Cos our A plus B is C plus A minus B is D is equal to 2 cos half into C plus D cos half into C minus D. So that is for equation 11. Okay, now the last one there is cos A plus B, minus cos A minus B. I think that gave us what? Minus 2 sine A, that is equation 8, sine B. Okay, so by substitution we have cos C minus cos D is equal to minus 2 sine half into what? A plus B sine half into what? C minus D. So we can call this one equation 12. So these are the factor formula of the addition of sines and cosines. So in our next video, we are going to make use of this formula to solve some problems. Thanks for watching. God bless you.